What's up, Jazz Beans fam? My name is Dominic Palombi. I am a professional drummer, performer, educator, composer, Twitch streamer based out of New Jersey. And I'm here to give you 4 tips on how you can be a better musician and be prepared for any gig that you may come across. I think about these 4 things a lot of the time whenever I get called from anybody specifically, regardless of the kind of gig it is. Whether if I'm playing a jazz club gig, whether if I'm playing a wedding band, whether if I'm doing a recording session with somebody, or, just a matter of doing a favor. You never really know what kind of thing you're going to come across. And I feel like this is common knowledge to all of us, but with the internet being such a high force nowadays, it's important to get this kind of material out there. So this may be all be common knowledge to you all at this point, but I feel like it's great to have a healthy reminder. The 4 tips I have for us today are research, prepare, execute, and be a good hang. And I'll get to these individually. So research. When you get called for a gig from somebody, whether if it's somebody you've been playing with for years and years on end, or it's somebody you just recently met at a jam session or something, it's important that you do your homework, right? We're all accustomed to doing homework going through grade school. When a teacher comes in class and decides, okay, you need to do this amount of problems, it's great for anybody to take the music that they're given, whether if they're given lead sheets, big band charts, anything really, or they're just given a list of tunes for you to learn, and they're expected of you to do these things in order to be successful. So do your research, listen to the music, look up the artists, try to write out the tunes if you don't have lead sheets. If anything, getting a reference and getting a general scope on how the gig is going to go is going to get you one step ahead of many other people along those lines. It even helps to go dig in deeper and see what the artist's history are about. So you can actually have some more personal meaning and personal attachment to the music that they've written or some of the great jazz standards that are in American Songbook. Secondly, prepare. So after you've done your homework, take the time to get to the shed, get down to the practice room, wherever your practice room may be, practice your part. Try to suit the music. So, not necessarily saying try to do something that you think will fit the situation better along those lines. Don't try to play 100 million notes that are going to, suit yourself. You want to suit the music first before yourself. And that's the most important thing that you can do for everybody else around you. If you're playing the part and you're playing the role of what you need to do for that song in particular, you're going to make everybody else feel better about what you're playing. And try to embody the music too. If you make the music a part of you and you get to a point where you can actually think about the music without having to think about the sheet of paper, you're going to get another level further. Lastly, execute, execute, execute. Get in that focus state. Get in a mindset where you can actually allow yourself to be at your best. Try to engage with the other musicians too. When you know the music cold, when you don't have to look at sheet music, it really allows you to just embody the whole vibe that's going on the bandstand. Whether if it's a jazz gig, like I said, or a wedding band gig, you get to connect with the other musicians. You get to look around. You get to feel the energy that other musicians are giving you and you can give to them. It just makes the whole experience way more rewarding than having to sight read or having to look at a sheet of paper with ink on it, because that can only get you so far. It helps to sight read. It helps to do as much as you can to give yourself the best chance to be at your best. But additionally, if you know the music cold and you know it to a point where you don't have to think about it, you can really elevate your level of thinking just to give yourself a whole better experience. I have one more 4th tip, and I said it was be a good hang. I think the biggest thing is not only in the music industry is important to do your homework, be prepared, and execute, being a great player, but being a great person. Everybody likes good people, right? If you can be personable, if you can hold a good conversation, if you can keep the positive vibes going, if you can just treat your bandmates like the way you want to be treated, you're going to have just more success of just people remembering you, people knowing that they can rely on you for stuff. Getting to a gig early. It's the little things that people will remember about you that will give you better chances to continue to have gigs and continue to work and continue to be able to get called for more gigs, because more gigs lead to other gigs. And that's the stories that I've heard. So, if you're not prepared and you didn't do your research, you're going to have a small chance of executing. And, you want to make sure you prepare yourself for the best possible chance for any gig. So I hope you guys enjoyed these basic tips. If this is common knowledge to you, I'd like to know in the comments if there's something that I feel like I've missed or something that you guys think that is not mentioned in this video that you think helps you become a better musician. If you want to find me, you can go to my website at www.dompalumbimusic.com so you can find more about me. If you want to watch me live, I stream on Twitch 4 to 5 days a week at twitch.tv/DomPalumbiMusic. And thanks again to the Jazz Memes family for having me onto their YouTube. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching.